Last week, Panama came out the victor. Oh, I was going to have the poster, the wall hanging that said current champion, Panama. I didn't have that, sorry. We'll try to have that for next week. Chapter 6, we'll cover today and Monday, is about public opinion and political socialization. I think public opinion is fairly easy to understand. Your discussion, I will have the first couple of chapters, outlines, assignments posted today also. But the discussion is posted, and you guys, if you've already looked at it, know that it has to do with public opinion. Political socialization is just how do we as individuals form our political opinions, because we're not born Democrat or Republican or independent or Green Party or libertarian or socialist or communist. We're not born that. Just like who is the philosopher who said we are, Descartes, Rene Descartes said that we're all a blank slate when we're born. We're a tabula russo. We're blank as far as our opinions and religions and beliefs and values, and that includes political values and viewpoints. So we're going to talk about how we as people come to form our political viewpoints. Public opinion. How do we know the opinion of the public? Well, most often we are informed by political polls, right? There are organizations, there are candidates in elections, there are political parties, there's news organizations, they take opinion polls. They'll come to your house, or they'll call your phone, call you on your phone, or they'll send you a link in your email. Take this poll and give your opinion. You know, our 80s Britain guy band competition is kind of an opinion poll, isn't it? I'm having you guys listen and give your opinions as to which you think are the best. Poll, 4 out of 5 people don't trust Washington, which that's an agreement with what Will Rogers would say. Another survey, 9 out of 10 people don't trust political polls. That's good. What is public opinion? It's what we, the public, thinks about particular issues, like gun control, abortion, gas prices. So opinions about particular issues or a set of issues, an opinion about a political event. If you watch the news right now, sometimes you'll see the news organization saying, here's what Americans think about the January 6th riots at the Capitol. That was a political event. You'll see you'll hear opinions about leaders. They always are doing a poll about how would you, what's your approval of the president's, right? What's your beliefs about the president right now? Do you think he's doing a good job or not? That's called an approval opinion or approval poll. So there's the public's opinion about the leaders. Right now, President Biden's approval ratings are going up because gas prices are going down. Some other issues that are looking favorable to Biden, not only gas prices going down, but inflation as a whole is going down. And then there can be public opinion about public institutions. If we would have took a poll about the Supreme Court 2 months ago, how do you feel like the Supreme Court is doing? It would have probably been very low after they reversed Roe versus Wade. Public opinion polls are how we find out what the public believes about something. Again, these are interviews or surveys that are done either by people coming door to door to homes or calling you up on your phone or asking you to participate in a survey online. In case you can't see this, this is a skunk at this woman's house with his little clipboard saying, "I'm from the Pew poll." Get it? Skunks are like pew-wee, pew. And also, you know what they used to call skunks back in the olden days? A polecat. You know why they call them a polecat? Come on, you can figure it out. Because when you ever seen them when they spray, what does their tail do? Stick straight up like a pole, right? Polecat, get it? Come on, guys, it's Friday. You got to be awake. You've had all week to wake up and. All righty, public opinion is the aggregate, or that is the total of individual attitudes and beliefs that are shared by some portion of adults. So let's say they do a poll of 2,000 people. Let's say they do a poll about, let's say the Supreme Court's decision. And let's say 65% were against their opinion. That means the aggregate or the total, well, the 65 against and the 35 for would be the total of all the group, of all the individual attitudes and beliefs that were shared in that public opinion poll. A consensus opinion would be the 65%. Still using the Supreme Court example, if 65% said they disagreed with their decision about Roe versus Wade, that would have been the consensus opinion. Now, if let's say if the Supreme Court poll came out 51 to 49%, that would be a divided opinion, because basically it's divided between half of the country, and one half on one side and one half on the other. Are you with me? Are you catching my drift? Are you on the same wavelength about public opinions and all those things? All right, political culture and political socialization. Now, we as Americans enjoy probably, if not the most participatory political culture. We are a country with one of the most participatory political cultures, which means the opportunity for citizens to participate in political culture is very, very great in America. If you go to Russia, where Putin is not officially a dictator, but he acts like a dictator, most of the Russian citizens don't get to participate in their culture of politics. So each nation has their own political system, the normal way that their political system works, and how that influences their citizens, especially how the citizens think and act about politics. How political institutions function for the countries like the United States and others that have some level of participation. How the government functions is somewhat reflected or is a reflection of the attitudes and the expectations of the citizens. So what is political culture? It's the attitude of the public toward politics, but also the citizens' role within the political system. So Americans are very opinionated in their political opinions, but we are also very active. We also have a very active role. So that's our political culture. In 2 months, there's going to be another election. And right now you're not seeing a lot of political ads, but here in a couple of weeks, the political ads are going to turn up big time. You're going to see Governor Stitt putting out his ads, and you're going to see the person running against him. If somebody knows it, please tell me. It's the woman that was the state education superintendent. This is what happens when you get older. But she was the state superintendent of education under Stitt. She was a Republican, but she disagrees with Stitt so much that she stepped down, switched to Democrat Party, Joyce Hoffmeister, and she won the Democratic nominee for governor. And so now Stitt is running versus Hoffmeister. You're going to see ads by Stitt and you're going to see ads by Hoffmeister for governor. That's just a part of our political culture. You're going to see signs going up all over the place. All those signs on the roads and billboards all over the place. Voting, registering, these are all a part of our political culture. You might even see a local news station like 4029 or Tulsa Channel 6 or whatever you watch. They might even do a little opinion poll locally about how do you feel about the governor's race. So that's a part of our culture. Political socialization, as I mentioned earlier, is how individual citizens form their attitudes about politics. And then how all the individuals put together in American society, how we collectively, our collective culture. So just a quick little refresher about politics. we have some core political values, right? From chapter 1, liberty, equality, and democracy. We cherish our freedom. Every citizen should have an equal vote, an equal chance to participate in our nation, which includes politics. And then democracy, in which the government is accountable to the people. A couple of more important political beliefs that we as Americans have: civic duty. That's what this class is about. As citizens, we should take our responsibilities very seriously and be willing to participate in our government. It's a precious right that the majority of people in history, all the way to times past, did not have. Just seeing if everybody was still here. I didn't see a couple of you. Of course, I was on the smaller screen. But just making sure you didn't skip out on me. And then individual responsibility. This is an important political belief that we have, that citizens are responsible for their actions, taking care of themselves. These are just a couple of more slides that deal with other core values that we have. It'll be available to look at when I post these slides on the web page next Monday. But I'm going to stop here, and we'll pick up here on 3 frames of reference that we as Americans use to think politically. I'll just tell you what they are real quickly. Political ideology, that is our ideas about politics. And usually the two main ones that we always hear about are conservatives and liberals. So political ideologies, group orientations. This is another frame of reference in how we form our opinions. Groups that we're talking about, like our family group, our school group, our church group. Other groups that influence us are the media, our friends, maybe our leaders, maybe an influential school teacher or other leader. These are our group orientations. Also included could be gender groups. Maybe your region. Are you rural or urban? Are you Southeast Oklahoman? Are you Central Oklahoman? Even within Oklahoma, you have different types of thinking in different regions of the state. And then the third frame of reference is our political party. What party do we identify with? So we'll pick up there next week. And so any questions on public opinion, opinion polls, things like that? Has anybody participated or been asked to participate in an opinion poll? Of course, I figure you guys are all under 18, right? So you probably haven't. When you turn 18, you might start getting phone calls and things about taking polls. All right, so I tell you what, since Panama is home today and you guys really can't work together and have a scribe, and I'm experiencing a little bit of a neck and headache, I'm gonna let y'all go. So unless there's 7 of you, do 4 of you object to that and you want to stay in class? I didn't think so. Okay, so I'll have worksheets, some of the worksheets posted this afternoon. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday morning.